Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most game-changing moves of the offseason. The Washington Commanders are reportedly deep in negotiations to acquire Aidan Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions in a blockbuster trade. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like a bold move, and honestly, it is. Hutchinson, only 25 years old, has been one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league since entering the NFL. The buzz is that Washington is offering a first-round pick in 2026 along with a third-rounder, aiming to bolster what has been a historically weak defense, especially against the run and against the pass. Sources close to the negotiations suggest that the deal is very close to being finalized, although nothing is official yet. The Lions, who finished 8-9 in 2025 and missed the playoffs, are clearly in rebuild mode. They need draft picks to inject youth and to rebuild their roster after a season where their defense struggled, giving up an average of 24 points per game and ranking near the bottom in sacks. Plus, with a cap space of just around $17 million, they're also looking to free up some much-needed room to extend key players like Goff and Sewell. The trade for Hutchinson, who is entering the final year of his rookie deal, would clear around $10 million in cap space, providing the Lions with flexibility for their rebuild. Now, Hutchinson's profile is impressive. He exploded in 2025 with 5 sacks, which ranked fourth in the NFL. His pressure on quarterbacks has been relentless, and he's proven to be a versatile defender, able to rush the passer, set the edge against the run, and even make plays in coverage. He's accumulated 43 sacks over his career so far, with 118 solo tackles, 54 total tackles, and 8 forced fumbles. His PFF grade was an outstanding 91.9, placing him among the best edge rushers in the league. For the Lions, he's been a bright spot, elevating their defense and giving them hope for the future. But now, with a chance to get a significant return in this trade, Detroit seems willing to part ways, especially given their rebuild priorities and cap constraints. From Washington's perspective, adding Hutchinson could be transformative. The Commanders' pass rush has been underwhelming, with only 28 sacks in 2025, far below what's needed to truly threaten opposing quarterbacks. This move could instantly elevate their pass rush unit into the elite. Think about it. Pairing Hutchinson with a healthy Montez Sweat and a developing Chase Young, if he returns to form, creates a nightmare for opposing offensive lines. Hutchinson's ability to generate pressure and force turnovers would help turn around what has been a defense that struggles to get stops. It's not just about sacks. It's about setting the tone, forcing quick throws, and creating turnovers that can switch momentum in a game. This acquisition isn't just about improving the defense. It's about transforming the entire identity of the team. Imagine a pass rush that consistently puts pressure on the quarterback, forcing bad throws, tipped balls, and interceptions. For the Commanders, who have been stuck in mediocrity for a few seasons now, this could be the spark they need to jump into playoff contention and even make a deep run into the postseason. With Hutchinson's pressure, the secondary could thrive, and the linebackers would have more opportunities to make plays. The entire unit would elevate, and suddenly, the narrative around Washington shifts from a rebuilding team to a legitimate playoff contender. Now let's talk about the impact of this move on the division and the league as a whole. The NFC East has been a fierce battleground, with the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and now the Commanders all vying for supremacy. If Washington lands Hutchinson, it's not just a minor upgrade, it's a statement. Their odds to reach the Super Bowl could see a significant boost. Current betting odds have them at +8-0, but with Hutchinson in the fold, some analysts believe those numbers could improve to +5-0 or even better. That kind of shift reflects how much this move could influence their championship prospects. And it's not just about the regular season. Hutchinson is the kind of player who can be the X factor in the playoffs. His relentless style and ability to pressure the quarterback in high-stakes moments can be the difference between an early exit and a deep run. Think about the impact similar players have had on their teams. J.J. Watt with the Texans, for example, transforming a defense from average to dominant. Hutchinson, with his skill set, could have a similar effect on Washington, turning their defense into a formidable force that opponents fear. Of course, some skeptics might point out that trading a first-round pick for a young player like Hutchinson has its risks. Draft picks are valuable, and losing a future first could hurt the team's long-term plans. But if you look at the current state of the Commanders' defense, it's clear they need a game-changer, someone who can be a cornerstone for years to come. Hutchinson is precisely that. His ability to produce consistent pressure and his youth make him an ideal candidate to anchor the defense. Plus, with a cap hit of only around $15 million in 2026, he's a cost-effective solution compared to some other high-priced free agents. Now, let's consider the broader picture. The Lions, in this rebuild mode, are betting on draft capital to help them reshape their roster. They've seen how similar trades, like the Bengals trading Tyler Boyd or others, can provide cap relief and draft assets that accelerate rebuilding efforts. Losing Hutchinson might sting initially, but it opens up opportunities for younger players and more draft picks. Detroit fans might be sad to see him go, but they understand the bigger picture. Rebuilding a team takes sacrifices, and acquiring multiple picks can set them up for future success. Meanwhile, for Washington, this move isn't just about patching a weakness. It's about signaling to the league and to their fans that they're serious about contending again. The defense has been a work in progress, and with Hutchinson, they could see a dramatic improvement in their overall metrics. Their pass rush, which ranked in the bottom half last season, could jump into the top 10. That would mean more pressure on quarterbacks like Dak Prescott or Daniel Jones, forcing more turnovers and ultimately winning more games. Looking ahead, this potential trade also opens the door for other strategic moves. With Hutchinson anchoring the defense, the Commanders might feel more comfortable investing in the offensive line or even exploring trades for veteran receivers to boost their aerial attack. The team's recent draft history shows a focus on building through the draft, but adding a proven force like Hutchinson could be the catalyst that pushes them over the edge into true playoff contention. And let's not forget the impact on the division. The NFC East has been a roller coaster, with the Eagles reigning supreme, but the Cowboys and Giants always lurking. If Washington improves their defense significantly and maintains a balanced attack, they could challenge for the division title. A strong pass rush disrupts the entire offensive rhythm of opponents, and with Hutchinson leading the charge, the Commanders could quickly turn their fortunes around. The rivalry dynamics could shift, making the NFC East even more competitive and exciting. Now, I want to highlight how this move fits into the larger NFL landscape. The league is trending towards aggressive defense and pass rushing as the key to winning championships. Look at the Chiefs with Chris Jones or the Eagles with their front seven. Pressure up front is king. The Commanders, by acquiring Hutchinson, are aligning themselves with that philosophy. This move signals to everyone that they're not just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate. Furthermore, this trade, if it happens, could set a precedent. Other teams in similar rebuild situations might follow suit, targeting young, disruptive pass rushers to accelerate their rebuilds. It's a strategic shift that values youth, talent, and immediate impact over just draft picks. For the Commanders, it's about making a statement that they're ready to take the next step, to be serious contenders, and to finally end their playoff drought. In the end, this is a move that could change everything. It's risky, yes, but the potential rewards are enormous. Imagine a defense that constantly pressures the quarterback, forcing turnovers and creating a domino effect that elevates the entire team. It's the kind of transformation that can turn a team from underdogs into legitimate Super Bowl contenders. The NFC landscape is shifting, and the Commanders are positioning themselves right at the forefront, with Hutchinson as a key piece of that puzzle. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you believe this trade will be the catalyst for a postseason push? Are you excited to see Hutchinson in the burgundy and gold? Or do you think the cost is too high? Whatever your thoughts, we want to hear them. Stay tuned, because I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and news about your Washington Commanders. The offseason is heating up, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever.